Wealthy is the gap between what you make and what you spend, and how you can reallocate that to ways of making money without you doing anything. That is wealth. So go ahead with your crypto question.
Yeah, next question. So, and I'll make this concise. So, a friend of mine's like, "Hey, man, you got to jump on this Shiba Inu." And I know I believe you've been mentioning it as well. And then right now, I kind of have just rival on, but I want to be able to kind of just invest something, get locked in, and then once kind of like the dust settles, I can kind of look into it more, read into it more. But I hear it's a great investment right now at this point. And the way it was said to me was, just invest something that you're willing to lose, I guess. And right now with everything, I'm like, well, maybe $250 would be good. But I know in the past you've mentioned, but this was more of a general statement that perhaps $1,000 is good to start. In order for it to be an effective investment, but just wanted to pick your brain on that. Do you have any other insights as far as that goes?
Good question. I think a lot of people are going to benefit from this question. One, there is a big difference between investing and speculating. Investing requires research, analysis, facts, and data. Speculating is I'm gambling. I have over 300 grand in crypto, different coins. I only put in $3,000 into Shiba, 1% of my portfolio. Because why? It's a gamble. I bought it 6 months ago and it fell to like $600. So, right? It's not Bitcoin, right? This is not something that's like has some history, has major players. It's not a blue chip item. It's not an investment. We're gambling. I just sold. Now, I got lucky because this is a gamble. It went up. People are all about this meme coin. It's called the meme coin for a reason. It's a meme, right? It's not real. And it went to almost 9,000, right? So I sold my initial investment. So I'm free rolling now. I got 6 grand left in it. I'm free rolling. Whatever happens, I got nothing left in it of my initial investment. So I took 3 grand and I put it into Cat Girl. Cat Girl is nothing. It's another meme coin. It only has like 51,000 people investing in it. It can go to 0. It could pop off. And it did pop off already. So like I bought after it went up like 1,000, 2,000%. But I'm like, whatever. This is my gambling money. This is not my investing money that I'm gonna be hoping for my future is not in this Cat Girl or Shiba or Doge. This is not my future money. This is, whatever, I'm having fun. The stuff I'm counting on, my future, right? That is not the same thing. That's investing. It's a kind of, investing is, what money am I gonna put away in case my mom gets sick, in case I got married and my kids need money, my kid is sick, like that. Think, what am I gonna do with that money? Where would I put that money? And if you think, okay, I would put it in, Bitcoin, because it's safer, but it has some growth. Okay, that's called an investment. That's more likely an investment. But if you're like, don't call a shot in the dark investing, right? This one guy worked for me and he's like, my 2017 Camaro is an investment. I said, I'm gonna fire you if you say that again, because it is not an investment. It's an asset and it's a depreciating asset. It's not an investment. You didn't buy a 67 Camaro, okay? You bought a 2017 Camaro. It's not an investment. So anyway, so I would say, even if that coin went to $3,000, it's not, I think you have so many things you're working on and focusing on. You're gonna check that shit all the time and it's gonna waste your time where you should be reading you're looking at what the price is. Looking at the price is not going to make it go up, right? So do not take distractions. There's always going to be some type of distraction out there. The news is always trying to distract you. Don't. Do you. Focus on what you have to do to make your life significant. And I would not waste $250 in that when it can distract you from what you're trying to do.
So you're saying hold off on investing in crypto altogether? Or
hold off on investing in anything that's going to take your focus away and that is speculative. You don't have speculative money yet, right? You want to have the room for speculation. It doesn't seem like you have that yet, right? Again.
No.
Right? Like, that's what I'm trying to say, right? So the point is, you want to buy this truck. You're going to speculate. I would say, okay, take that $250 and put it towards that truck. You know? So some people will say, oh, what's $250? The same person is going to say, what's $250 like 100 times. And I'm not joking. I'm being serious. They say it like 100 times. Like, okay, here's another fact, right? I'm big into statistics and fact. If you get $1 raise, that's $2,000 a year. $22,040 a year in a raise. That person statistically will imagine they have $2,000 more when they imagine they're going out, when they're thinking about going out to eat. They think about, oh, I got $2,000 more with their clothes, with their car, with their house, with their vacation. At the end of the year, that person is more poor with that $2,040 raise, the dollar per hour raise, because they think they're richer, they blew more money. In reality, they're actually more in debt. And everyone thinks, I gotta make more money. The answer is wrong. You don't have to make more money to get wealthy. Yes, there is a certain level of money you should have, but most people, unfortunately, spend more money the second they make more money. And that's not how you become wealthy. Wealthy is the gap between what you make and what you spend, and how you can reallocate that to ways of making money without you doing anything. That is wealth. So that when I was 23 years old and I had 23 units, I was bringing in like $2,500 a month passive. I was wealthy because I didn't have to do anything. It was taking care of itself. So let's not confuse, oh, it's only $250. Oh, you're still wasting money. You're still wasting time, you know? So once that kind of grasps, because again, when my dad used to say that to me, I'd be like, you're so annoying. But when it grasps, when it hits you, you're like, you know what, that's right. And you're making changes in your life.
Can I piggyback on that question?
Yeah.
So if the current state of inflation is going down and maybe you make an extra $250, instead of putting it in a savings account, would you say investing it in Bitcoin and just that $250 you keep adding every month if you have it in savings instead of putting it in dollar amount? Let's say you already have like a certain amount in savings for emergencies. Then you have like an extra $250 knowing that hyperinflation is happening in the currency.
Since hyperinflation is happening, would it be smart to buy Bitcoin and hold that in a wallet that's paying good interest compared to keeping cash at home or keeping cash in the bank and earning very little interest? The answer is yes, it is a good idea to keep it into something that is conservative. I'd rather have you in Bitcoin than into Shiba. Yes, you have the risk or the possibility that Shiba could pop off crazy, but at the same time, you can have the possibility that it falls to nothing. So where Bitcoin has less volatility compared to Shiba. You also have the option of putting your money into like USDC, where it's a stable coin, but you're gonna get 12% interest. So if you stake it, so that's an option too. Yes, it's better than leaving it in a savings account and doing nothing with it. But remember, when you're doing these transactions, as I mentioned, every time you buy, especially if you use like Coinbase, you're paying like $4 a transaction. So if you're putting in $100 at a time, they could be charging you $4 for the purchase. So that means it would take, at a 12% interest rate, annualized APY, it would take you 4 to 5 months to recoup your fee for buying, and then you're gonna pay another $4 when you sold. So if you hold it for a year, you're only gonna make 2% interest out of the 12. If you got 12, which Coinbase doesn't offer 12. You have to go to like a Nexio or a different wallet that offers the higher interest rates for stable coins. So, but the point is, yeah, keep those. And what you're mentioning is when I said in the past, hey, you need to spend more than $100 when you're buying these cryptos, probably more like 1,000 at a time, because the fee is usually like a minimum of $2 or $4. If you bought $100 or you bought $1,000, it's still about $4. So it's better that you just spread it over 1,000, because then you're not paying 4%, to buy in. You're paying 0.4%.
And the goal is to hold.
And the goal is to hold, because you make your money in the hold. Now again, there's people that are like, oh, day trade. 99% of those guys do not make money. And I'm telling you guys, I review their tax returns. They hit me up. They're like, okay, you know a lot about taxes. Look at my thing, see how you can help me. I'm telling you, 99% do not make money. Is there some people who can make money? Yes. But keep in mind, not everything you see online is the truth. Brother, great talking to you. Hope that helped. Thank you for following me. I appreciate it. And again, thank you for taking the course as well. Check out the YouTube, subscribe there. There's a lot more great content going to come. And hope you have a blessed night.
Thank you for your time and congratulations on your new board.
Thank you.